For the sports lovers out there who like to get their gamble on, whether it be on the NBA games, NFL, Major League Soccer, even National Hockey League, Major League Baseball, even college sports, go to betus.com to make that bet. If you use the promo code TKT for the Clown Times, you get up to 125% of the sign-up bonus, which is up to $2,500. Another perk you can see, you can bet on the go, which means you can bet anytime, anywhere on your mobile device. You get fast payouts, so you can get your payouts immediately every single time. Do not have to wait. And you can do live betting when you can bet during the game, whether it's early or the best lines, you can do it all. So anyway, please sign up for betus.com. Use the promo code TKT for the Clown Times. You'll be able to do so, right? Check out betus.com, where the game begins. All right, so let me ask y'all this question. We'll close the podcast on this. We see players, stars, superstars. What makes them go stars to stardom to superstardom is what they do in the offseason, right? Is how they improve, how they work, getting back in the lab, so to speak, right? So I look at Rudy Gobert. All those off seasons he had to improve his offensive game. We know the man can play defense. For all these past off seasons, what in God's name has he been doing? He's still offensively limited. And how many years is he in? He's like a veteran. He's a damn good player. He's a great defensive player. But you got to be able to play both ends of the floor. And you got to be able to score points. Otherwise, it'd be 4 and 5 on offense. I mean, Kevin, you're a Utah Jazz fan. What was he doing? Why is Rudy Gobert still the same dude who can't hit a shot, doesn't have a go-to shot, so from the free throw line, and an offensive liability? What the hell has he been doing? Why is he still that way? If he's considered himself as at least a star, and I guess that plays to Jared's point about Bacon and not working in Utah. I think you said it in Minnesota, and I think you said it too, Kevin. But that just baffles me. So how in the world, or why in the world has Rudy Gobert has not improved on that side of the ball, and he still wants the ball? So why hasn't he improved? What has he been doing? What has he been doing? That's what I want.
Yeah, and I think if you look at Gobert when he came in the league, I think he was the 21st pick. His number is his pick, so I should know that. But he was very raw teenager coming out of France, long, string bean body, so just a guy that gives hope to the Chet Holmgrens of the world, right? And that they can develop their bodies, and so he has gotten bigger and stronger. And I think Utah coaching staff probably from that point forward said, we're going to focus and develop our strengths, rim protection, rebounding, and kind of make that, build your game around that. And we're going to have guys, Joe Ingles, that can shoot threes. We're going to have guys that can create for themselves, like Donovan Mitchell. Sure. Let's just make you the best at what you're good at. And kind of like Ben Wallace, back in the day.
Yeah, that's a good example.
Like at the focus, and so that's probably why offensively he remains where he has been, and because he defense is what he does well, and so it's probably where his focus has been.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
May I interject?
Oh, go ahead, please interject.
I think, to Kevin's point, I think there might be some of that, but I don't think Gobert's ever had a chance to show that he's gotten better, has he? I mean, I haven't sat and watched every Utah Jazz game. I've not seen as many as Kevin has, but I can remember multiple times watching a Jazz game being like, Gobert's wide open at the basket. Why are you not giving him the ball?
Sure.
Like, sure. It seems like it got to a point where offensively he was just being ignored, not only by the defense, but by the offense as well. And he's right by the basket. He's not the best screener in basketball, but he's still a decent enough screener that you could involve him in pick and rolls.
Right.
But they never did it. That's one thing that always baffled me, is they clearly had zero faith in Gobert, but you never even went to it when it was easy to do it, like wide open. So Kevin, like, is that something I just noticed a couple of times, or is there something to that?
No, and I think there might be something to that. I think it might just, I think Mitchell's game is very much ball dominant.
Right.
And, I think too, there were times as a Jazz fan where Gobert would do really frustrating things on offense, and especially in that series where Phoenix came back and beat them in the Western Conference Finals, or not Phoenix, LA beat them to get to the Western Conference semifinals, where the Clippers really just exposed Gobert on both sides of the floor, and sometimes on offense he can look awkward. And I think I don't know what's going on in practice that I think that maybe, like you said, he'd be wide open and not get the ball, but maybe there was a reason in his teammates' mind as to why that wasn't happening. But yeah, he's really good at one thing, and I think the pairing with Towns is going to be good for both of them, because if you pair their games together, you've got the best center in the league. It's just, for Minnesota, you just get that out of two guys.